The hysteria in Armenia caused by the statement of Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov, saying that Turkey might play a positive role in the resolution of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, is going on. The statement of the Russian Foreign Minister was made in Yerevan on the day of the CSTO summit. The circumstance has been a blow to the ego of Armenia that didn't expect such a course of events. A day before Lavrov's statement, Armenia's Deputy Foreign Minister Shavarsh Kocharyan said that Turkey should never be involved in the settlement of the Armenian-Azerbaijani conflict. However, Lavrov said what he said. The fact that Turkey might play a positive role providing the unblocking of Nagorno-Karabakh and normal economic interaction in the region is such an important factor which is always taken into consideration by us, said Sergey Lavrov. Thus, Lavrov admitted that Russia, that is a more active mediator in the format of the OSCE Minsk Group, had never excluded possible assistance of Ankara in the Karabakh conflict. Such concurrence causes hysteria in Yerevan. As known, Turkey has been keeping its border with Armenia closed and doesn't maintain diplomatic relations with it because of the occupation of the Azerbaijani territories by this country. Ankara expresses support for the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan and demands the immediate withdrawal of the Armenian troops from the occupied Azerbaijani lands. In October 2009, Turkey and Armenia signed the so-called Zurich Protocols aimed at the normalization of the relations between Ankara and Yerevan. Nevertheless, this process didn't gain momentum as Armenia didn't make any efforts for the peaceful resolution of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict and didn't refrain from its claims against Turkey in connection with the 1915 events taken place in the Ottoman Empire. Everything ended with a disgrace. In February 2015, Armenian President Sergey withdrew the Armenian-Turkish protocols from the country's parliament, where they had been directed for ratification. Thus, Armenia showed once again that it was not able to fulfill its obligations and follow the reached agreements. Yerevan kept distance from the Armenian-Turkish documents. In the background of it, Sergey Lavrov's statement has become a ponderous slap in the face of Armenia. If Armenia and Turkey return to the implementation of their agreements without a connection to the Karabakh conflict, we will be only happy. Nonetheless, we feel like the progress in the Karabakh conflict settlement would be significant for the normalization of the Armenian-Turkish relations, the Russian Foreign Minister underlined. Lavrov's words have provoked indignation in Armenia, but Yerevan didn't dare to openly express dissatisfaction with Moscow. They have just limited themselves with empty rhetoric towards Turkey and Azerbaijan. Turkey has no place in the Nagorno-Karabakh negotiation process with its unconcealed one-sided stance, and it's necessary to keep Turkey away from this. The only positive influence that Ankara might have on the issue of the Nagorno-Karabakh resolution is to open the border with Armenia and stop the encouragement of Azerbaijan's provocative and destructive actions. Armenia's Deputy Foreign Minister Shavarsh Kocharyan said hysterically, Shavarsh Kocharyan can say what he wants, but the fact remains, for many years, Armenia has not made any efforts for the resolution of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict and for the normalization of the relations with Turkey. Rana Agaeva, CBC.